on the other side of this window. Anushka, Federico, Scott and John anxiously await their fate. Oh, they're laughing, but they're anxious, let me assure you. You can almost taste the tension. But with 4 hours, 7 minutes to go before the eviction, the question still remains: who's tracing Big Brother's footsteps? Who's looking through his keyhole? Who's digging his dirt? The answer? That'll be Big Brother's little brother.
Look at that. Through the barricades, with all the tension building in our house, we may well need to cut through those barricades, and with a team to do it for you on Big Brother's Little Brother. It's been a lovely day, isn't it? Hope you've enjoyed it, and we've got a cracking show coming up for you today, including the friends and family of our housemate. We have Big Brother superfan Emma B, and cracks are starting to appear in the house. More about that later on, but first we kick off, as we always do, with Little Brother's big news. Last night, whilst crawling blindfolded across the floor, Nush chipped her second left incisor on a kitchen stool. Today, she was seen by a dentist.
Yes! I got ahead. You're right. That's right, I got ahead.
You're right.
Okay.
Just chipped my tooth. Nothing out here. Sorry.
Then just be quiet. Yeah,
on the back of it?
Oh, it's...
I have to say, it's only when you go in there and have a look at it, it's quite a big portion of like nausea coming off, because it's quite hardcore. But just to confirm, the damage is only cosmetic. She's in no pain, she's being monitored, and she was seen in the diary room by a dentist. He had no contact with the inside world. On the afternoon of day 6, Anushka painted John's fingernails. Amazingly, 53 hours and 10 minutes later, we can confirm the varnish is still entirely intact.
John, you're doing? Nails?
Am I being weird in saying I think John's actually got quite nice hands? We've been plagued with texts asking for the secrets of John's beauty tips. We can confirm the colour is very crush. And finally, Cameron this morning expressed grave concern over the noises the chickens are making.
Does laying eggs hurt? I imagine. It does hurt, does it?
No, he does it every day.
I wonder if it does hurt, because an animal wouldn't lay things every single day if it hurts.
There must be some form of discomfort.
It's funny you should ask that, Ray, because I was asking the same thing this morning. Do they make all that noise because it's sore, or just to warn other hens that they're laying?
It could be, yeah.
We have been on the phone to various veterinarians in the district. None of them can confirm whether chickens do or do not feel pain whilst they are laying eggs. However, if I was a chicken and laying an egg, I can't imagine it wouldn't do anything other than absolutely kill. That was Little Brother's big news. Heavy news day today. Right, 4 hours and 4 minutes time, someone's going to be leaving the Big Brother house. With that in mind, we want to know who you think is going to go tonight and why. Here are the numbers to call.
Who do you think will go tonight? Text poll and then the name of the person to 85444. Or let us know your opinions by texting studio and then your comments to 85444. Text costs 25p plus your network standard message rate.
Eviction nights are always the most tense and obviously the most exciting. Around the set, so much going on. There's Davina set over there with their snazzy new leather seats. We've got an audience in for the first time ever. Hello. Oh, and it appears lots of the crew want to come down on a Friday night as well. Also, wonderful night for guests because we've got lovely Emma B on. Hello.
Hiya. How are you? Is it a boy or a girl, can you tell?
You can feel the love, is all I'm going to say. What have you made of this year's 12?
I absolutely think they're a brilliant bunch of people. I really like them. I've really taken to them a lot more than the last lot, and I think there are a lot of dark horses in there that haven't shown their true colours. I think it's going to be more and more and more interesting.
It's been such a cagey week, isn't it, I think?
Well, everyone's being so nice to each other. The sun's out, everyone's really happy. The task was kind of difficult, but not that difficult. They've had some booze, they've had a birthday. It's been a great week, really, but it's about to change.
Dark horses, then? Who do you think?
Dark horses. I think Justine is a dark horse.
Do you?
Yeah, man, totally. She's so confident. I think she's a dark horse. Sissy, she's a scally with red hair. What more can you say? And I think there are fireworks. There are potential fireworks further on down the road.
How long down the road do you think?
I think they've probably got to get rid of a few people yet. Maybe when the first 3 or 4 have gone. But at the moment, I think they're going to keep enjoying their honeymoon period and getting on.
Who's emerged as early favourites for you?
Early favourites so far, I like Ray. I really like Tanya as well, because I think initially all the girls would have thought, oh, well, check her with the makeup and a bandana.
She's been hero worship now,
but she's fantastic. She's a really cool lass. I really like Goss. They'll keep him in because he's great with the food and he's a really nice guy. And I think John is just class.
I love the fact Goss just isn't the most mobile of people. He's either out where he's sat now in the garden, or behind this kitchen.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And that's it.
No, I know. God help him if there's a physical task.
Or a fire.
Or a fire.
OK, now, big fan of John, right?
I think he's brilliant.
We asked you to pick your favourite John moment so far. You picked this. Well, I mean, there's a plethora of classics.
How many could you choose from?
They've only been in there 7 days.
Exactly.
This is your favourite. Take a look.
Loads of physics words beginning with P. I mean, physics,
yes.
Protons,
particle thing,
particle accelerators.
What's that thing that you get at school? Mass spectrometer. That doesn't begin with P.
No. Oh, I had a great one for Q as well. That was going to be quasars.
Well, let's have it then, and I'll do R.
Cameron almost dies of boredom. Cameron literally almost failed the task by just thinking, you know what,
I can't do it. I'd rather stick pins in my eyes.
There was an 18-second delay there while John was actually thinking of an answer.
It was absolutely. I just think the way that his confidence. There are loads of words, loads of them, and they just reeled all 2 of them off.
Have you seen the Risk? He was talking about.
Oh yeah, no, I know how
it is.
Hello, the man's amazing. You have to keep him in.
So do you think he's going to leave?
I think unfortunately it might be between him and Anushka tonight. I think it might be just because he has been labelled the boring geek, but he's not. He isn't. He will never be bored in that house. Mm-hmm. Never. His own mind will keep him entertained for months. Yeah. You could put him in there on his own.
True, absolutely. Okay, and who's going to win?
I think Tanya or Ray. It depends on whether we see a dark side of Ray.
Who would you rather win out of those 2?
I like Tanya. I think she's a dude.
Okay. Interesting. Don't talk amongst yourselves. No. Interesting. Little brother fact number 429. Did you know that Sissy is not, in fact, Sissy's real name?
No.
Good.
That's a mum.
Ambivalence. I wasn't expecting that. And she's actually called Joanne. And friends say she looks like Sissy Spacek.
Yeah.
Here they are together. Now, you have to see this to believe it. Can we have a look at that, please? Before I start sounding like Richard Madeley? Thank you very much. OK, there's Sissy. Let's take a look at Sissy Spacek. Spit?
That was Sissy.
Total spit. Mother and daughter. OK, we've had lots of suggestions to other celebrity lookalikes. First of all, we've got Cameron. Yeah. Who do you think he looks like? Let's take a look at Cameron.
Nothing springs to mind. It's kind of a blank canvas of a nice face, isn't it? So nothing really springs to mind, actually.
Oh, yeah? We'll take a look at this. Brendan Fraser! Never in the same room at the same time.
Don't do it.
Can't be coincidence. Next up is Tanya. Have a look at Tanya. Who are you thinking?
Claudia Winkleman. All over. Right from the start. Right, all over. She's there. Definitely.
Let's go for it. So,
yeah. Yay!
Only seems to have one eye there. I'm sure she has 2 eyes in real life. And finally, we have Federico. Let's take a look at Fed. There we go.
Early Fran from Travis, possibly.
Perhaps. But take a look at this. Data from Star Trek.
Harsh, but true.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Emma. More from you later on. And remember, if you look like a housemate or you know someone that does look like a housemate, we want to see evidence. Here's what to do with the photos.
Send your lookalikes to BBLB PO Box 567 Boreham Wood WD6 12H or mail them to us at bblb@channel4.co.uk. Here at BBLB, we like to think of ourselves as the official indicator of who will be evicted. This year we've enlisted a little help because we weren't that good at it last year. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our BBLB eviction prediction. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our BBLB eviction prediction. Yay! Thank you. On the panel we have experts in 3 different fields. Every Friday they give a prediction of the outcome of this night's eviction. Not easy to say. OK, first of all we've got Robin Lown. Robin, your powers of prediction, what are they?
I read palms. I'm a professional hand analyst and director of studies for British Astrological Psychic Society.
Lovely. Before we discuss tonight, let's look forward to 8 weeks. Who's going to win, in your opinion?
It's going to be a hard-run race. I think it's going to be tooth and nail. Sorry about the pun, between Tanya and Noosh.
OK, brilliant. Tanya and Noosh. Let me just write that down. OK, next up, we have Imbal. Hello, Imbal.
Hello, Dermot.
What powers of prediction do you claim to have?
I'm a psychic. I've got very strong intuition and I see visions of the future. I know.
Now I'm thinking, what, am I thinking wrong thoughts? Am I thinking dirty thoughts?
All the time.
OK, right. You've contemplated each of their fates. Who do you think is going to win?
I think Scott is actually going to win with a difficult fight by Cameron, but I think money-making, Tanya is going to be the biggest, most famous person out of them, and Noosh second up. OK, finally we've got David Wells. David, your powers of prediction, what do you claim to have?
I'm an astrologer, damn it, so I predict using time, date and place of birth.
Lovely. OK, you've been given all those, so with that in mind, which star do you think is going to win the series?
I think it's going to be Noosh, but it's closely fought with Tanya, and I agree with Imbal. Tanya will be the biggest success, but not necessarily the winner. OK, now that's what our panel said. But is this just guesswork? Please don't hit me. To find out, we searched long and hard for the most normal person we could use as some sort of control. Finally, we found it in a Watford day centre. Her name is Ola, short for Viola, and the first question we asked her is, do you have any powers which may help you predict the future? This is what she answered.
No, I should be so lucky, shouldn't I?
No, she doesn't have any powers that would help her predict the future. Back to tonight, we asked each of you who would be leaving. Can I now have your verdicts, please, Robin?
It's going to be a close-run race again. I think John, Scott. I go with John.
OK.
Anushka.
Oh, very definite there.
I'm really, really, really worried about it because everyone is saying John, and I kept getting Anushka again and again.
OK, cool. David.
I'm going to go for John.
OK, interesting. Finally, we asked Ola the same question, who she thought was going to be leaving tonight. Ola?
Anushka, because she's a bit of a flirt on the quiet, isn't she?
Not that that's not a guarantee of success, Ola. Thank you, guys. Now, if you're wrong, we'll expect a full explanation next week, all right? But thank you very much for now. After the break, friends and family catching up with Davina and cracks starting to appear inside the house. The people, not the actual house itself. See you in 3. Hello, welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother. This is hello. This is the side of the house. This is obviously the opposite side of the house. It's the non-glamorous side of the house, but it's where the real people are because we've got some people queuing up here now. Hello, everyone. Firstly,
hello.
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 Loads of people down there, and we've just plucked you out. How many people are down there tonight?
About 150.
What's your name?
Becky.
And why are you here tonight, Becky?
Because we're here to support Justine.
Love it. Now, do you know Justine, or are you just...
No, but we're from Leeds,
right. So... You're very loyal in Leeds, aren't you? I'm very impressed with that.
Yeah.
Lovely. OK, cool. And are you all here to support Justine?
No, I'm here to support Anushka.
Lovely. And why is that?
Because she's a good-looking girl.
I know several hundred good-looking girls, buddy. I don't have to come all the way to L Street to support them. But
no, she's all right.
Who do you think's going to go tonight?
John. Definitely. Too boring. Very, very boring.
Really?
Yeah.
Have to agree.
John. Gotta be.
What about you? Who do you think's going to go tonight?
John.
Really?
Yeah.
And who are you here to support?
This is...
John, you're gone. So you've just actually... Dermot, you're hot. Oh, I can never be in a bad mood with you girls. OK, thank you very much for coming on. And enjoy tonight, all right?
Thank you.
Have a great time. OK. What time did you get here today, just out of interest?
8 o'clock.
We set off at 8, got here at 12, sorry.
That's quite good traffic, actually. What was that, done well, one? Sorry. We could talk all night. But there has been a lot of cracks happening within the Big Brother house tonight, talking about Anushka's tooth. That's the most minor of them. Take a look at this.
I think me and you are the most sensitive in this group.
I was crying about my chest.
Just got to take the task seriously from now on.
Yeah.
You took it seriously?
Now we know we won't do that
Well,
again.
it won't happen because if it happens again, we'll
And
just get told off more sternly.
if we get a task, everyone's got to read the rules, understand it, and not break them.
Right.
I don't even want to hear it.
OK, we'll start another one. No. Getting a little bit worried about Goss and Noosh. I think they are feeling a little bit isolated.
Himself to his own, but the little things that he does irritates me.
John likes to do the whole diary. And he doesn't irritate me, but he does. I just think, John, why are you doing this again?
Lots of cracks. We'll keep you posted about them within the house. It's always the first week everyone gets on, and then, especially with the food budget down, you can see the tension's about to appear. A lot of tension going on right now as well, because we're joined by the friends and family of this week's nominees. Here with us we have Anushka's sister Giselle. Hello. How you doing? Federico's brother Paolo.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. You weren't here at rehearsal, so...
No, I was not.
How are you? Okay, John's brother Matthew. And Scott's dad Keith. Hello.
Hi, Dominic.
Okay, welcome to the show. You're here to pitch for your family member to stay in the house tonight, so we asked you to bring along one piece of memorabilia and prepare a 20-second speech about your loved one. Giselle, you get to go first, all right? I'll tell you when the 20 seconds is up. Here's your mic, and if you could do that straight down there to that camera, please, okay? 20 seconds starts now.
Right, this is a picture of Anushka when she was a little baby. Basically, she's been a bit of a celebrity ever since she was born, because all nurses would come along and see my mum and say, she's such a beautiful baby and everything. But basically, she's a really, really nice girl. She's really, really kind. But you should keep her on, if only to see her lose her temper, because it's very, very funny.
Let me just say, that was absolute perfect 20 seconds. Never mind her, you should be the celebrity. OK, thank you very much, Giselle. All right, next up, we've got Paolo, Federico's brother. What have you brought with you?
I've actually brought Federico's trusty softball bat. He brought it back from America, and on occasion he's been known to attack me with it because he mistakes me for an intruder in the house late on at night time.
But you're his brother?
I know, but he's a mad guy, you know. He's quite good entertainment value, so...
Lovely.
Yes,
okay.
He's quite spirited, you know.
Well, if you would then, you've got 20 seconds, down at camera one, please, starting from now.
Well, as you've seen already, Federico's very flirtatious, very good entertainment value, very spirited, you know, very ventureful, and I think if we leave him in, we're going to see a lot more hidden depths to his character, and we're going to have a good time, nice entertainment, and hopefully he won't have to use his baseball bat and any people to vote him out.
There we go. Okay, thank you very much. Again,
you're welcome.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Very impressed with that as well. I'm ever so slightly worried, but I'm glad he hasn't got it in the house with him.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, next up, we have Matthew. Hello, Matthew.
Hi, Dermot. Hi.
You're the older brother, right?
That's right. I'm the older brother.
I didn't want to dwell on that.
No, you can if you like.
How was it growing up with the two twins?
It was entertaining. Yeah, they're a bundle of trouble.
And is John the most eclectic?
I don't really know what that word means, actually.
Eccentric.
He's eccentric. Well, I think what we've seen this week is quite an eccentric side of his character coming out. I think, but as the weeks go on, if he stays in tonight, please, there's going to be more and more of him coming out.
Okay, what have you brought with you?
Well, the thing, I couldn't resist this from doing this on with a hose pipe and a piece of black bin line, actually making a solar panel to heat an already heated swimming pool, and that just shows the sort of inventiveness of the guy. If anything goes wrong in that house, he's going to be the one sort of jumping up on a stepladder to fix it.
Absolutely. Okay, you've got 20 seconds to plead for John's continued existence within the house. To camera one.
Okay.
Starting from now.
All right. During this week, we've seen that John, for some reason, perhaps it's the Star Trek stuff or perhaps it's the Hobbit stuff, he's got the boring tag. Now, I don't understand that, because if you look in the press, who are they all talking about? It's John. So I think we should keep him in. He's being himself. He's been absolutely genuine. And as the weeks go by, if he's kept in tonight, you'll see him starting to unravel. You'll see his feisty side of his nature.
Excellent.
And I can promise you...
Your time's up. Thank you.
He's never lost an argument.
OK. Neither of you, by the sounds of it.
Try me.
Can I just say, Paolo, you're invited here to pitch for your own brother, not be dissing him.
No.
I do that. Paolo's going like this.
No way. I wasn't.
And lastly, we have Keith, who's Scott's dad. I'm only joking. OK, Keith, how are you?
Hi, Dennis. I'm fine.
Excellent. Now, you've brought with you a teddy bear. Why the teddy bear?
It's an old teddy bear, and it's only 3 months younger than Scott.
Lovely.
His Nana bought it for him. His very, very first Christmas.
Very, very cagey. I like the sympathy vote you go. You're tugging at my heartstrings. It's better than the picture, look. Picture of the baby.
I don't think Scott will be too impressed, but there we are.
OK, you have 20 seconds to pitch for Scott. Down to camera one, please, if you would, starting from now.
Scott is in the house. He's really enjoying himself in the house. And, as you know, he doesn't want to come out of the house. The longer that Scott's in the house, the more you'll see of him. Already, he was quiet for the first couple of days, and each day he's got more involved and more to say, and there's an awful lot more of Scott to come.
Thank you very much, Keith. Thank you very much to all of you. Appreciate you coming along.
Thanks
Sorry
very
to dish you halfway through, especially when you've got
No,
a
don't
baseball bat in
worry
your
about
hand.
it, it's okay.
Good luck. Have an enjoyable night tonight. Whoever goes out, remember that they've had a great time in the house and hopefully they'll enjoy their time out in the house as well. Can't make up your mind? Don't worry. Here are the numbers to call. Lines close in about 2 hours. Okay, so everybody go back to evict Anushka, dial 09011 214401 or text vote Anushka to 85444. To evict Federico, dial 09011 214403 or text vote Federico to 85444. To evict John, dial 09011 214405 or text vote John to 85444. Or to vote Scott, dial 09011 214409 or text vote Scott to 85444. It's all go tonight, I tell you what, and there aren't many. Hello, hang on a second. Hello. You're right.
Very good, thank you.
How are you feeling today with the heat?
Yeah, no, it's very good. I've got my little internal furnace and I've worn a long sleeve t-shirt. Great decision there.
Yeah, I was going to say. Nice touch. How are rehearsals going?
Yeah, very good. Quite exciting, you know, first eviction night and everything. Saying the immortal words, Big Brother House. Is Davina.
How does last week compare to this week? Because obviously, I think the lovely thing about Big Brother is we always try and kick off with quite a subdued atmosphere, don't we? And just go in the house and just lead them to it.
Well, I love the fact that I don't get to meet them until they actually come out, so that's always quite nice. And just felt like the warm-up last week.
Sure. Do you rehearse 4 different shows tonight?
Yeah, we have to do the 4 different interviews, obviously, because we don't know who's coming out. So I don't get told until the very last minute because they know, big mouth.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be like, hello, Sun newspaper.
£3 yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Do you watch all the shows during the week?
Have to. Yeah, I mean, you must. You got to.
I'm on them.
It's like yeah, of course you are. It's like a religious sort of experience. You've got to follow it every single day. And if perchance I might go out one night, you know, if anybody ever asks me out for dinner, you know, then I get sent a tape.
And when do you find out who's going?
Literally in my ear.
Seriously?
Yeah, literally in my ear.
No idea about that.
Yeah.
Is the first one the toughest? I mean, you just want to give it a big...
Do you know why it's the toughest? Because they've only been in there a week. And even though there is always a lot to talk about, there's still
it's never as great as week 4 or week 5 when you just go...
But I have got to say that I think actually it might be better for the first housemate because they can almost go back to their normal life.
Yeah.
Anybody from here on in, forget it.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Mwah.
Good luck, Connie.
Love you, Dermot. Have a good show.
Only got a little time. Oh dear, you're all right. Only got a little time. There we go. Davina's lovely set over there. Well, I think we've got quite a nice set over here as well. OK, at the start of the week, we gave you a chance to enter our Superfan competition. The winner is Nathan Turney from Leicester. He had 49 correct answers. He's won eviction tickets for tonight and is going to be appearing on BBUK on Sunday. The competition starts again on Sunday, so tune in then. Thank you very much, lovely, by the way.
Thank you very much.
OK, on Sunday also, we have a brilliant competition. 56% of you apparently think that John is going to go tonight.
No, keep him in.
OK. 8:30 for Davina and indeed 10 o'clock. And then we have whoever's evicted tonight at 1 o'clock on Sunday. We'll see you then. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.